Hey guys, Tyler here shooting an update. Man, lots of things have been changing. As you guys can see, this is kind of my little experiment I had set up here. It was kind of like a hospital for my frags that were covered in green hair algae. Well, long story short, after a few tweaks to the system and removed rock, I think I have it under control. Like I said, the main problem is I wanted to prove that a lot of it has to do with my cleanup crew not being here, not being existent anymore. So with that said, I've purchased probably around 100 hermits over the course of 2 months, and majority of them were in here. There's probably maybe 50 in here or so, and there's no algae anywhere in this tank except for little bits and pieces on these frags here that they just haven't finished cleaning. But all the rock that was in here that I moved, it's pretty much algae free. The back's algae free. I mean, looks really good. Not good, guys. Actually, I see a couple things of bubble algae in there. That's not good. I have an emerald crab in there, so yeah, my emerald crab's right. That's my emerald crab right there. So, but let's see. You can see it right there. Tank's doing pretty good. Same for the system, but algae growth on this scrubber, I don't know, it hasn't been very long, guys, since I cleaned it last, and if you can see, it's already really starting to take off. So I think it's doing really good. But I'm going to do something cool, guys. I'm pretty scared to do it, but I don't know if I'm going to be putting this vase on my 4x4 desk that I'm building for my 33-gallon long reef. I told you guys I was going to have another tank off to the side of the desk with an LED sitting over the top of it, and that was pretty much going to be my, my little side tank that I can put whatever I want in there. Maybe a carp and an enemy or something, and throw a pair of clowns in there or something. But I'm going to try and drill it. I'm going to drill the bottom out for a 1-inch drain. Now get this, guys, look how thick this glass is. You can see it's just about as thick as my thumb. So I got quite a bit to drill, which I'm not looking forward to because I don't want to dull up my bit, but I'm also going to be drilling a 3/4 hole right here, which is underneath. And basically I'll just 90 the water and just have it swirl this whole thing around. So I'm going to get the drilling on this. I really hope that I can make it through without busting this, because I think this will be a really cool piece. So we'll see how it goes. Well, guys, I finished my other surge device, another Borenman surge device. After building this one right here for this tank, I had to drill the extra hole for the drain so it could keep up with the rush of water. Well, and basically all it was doing is really bubbling over here. I mean, bubbling, like an overflow bubbles. And you can see that it was misting over here. and it was just bubbling right here. Didn't really shoot any water out or anything, so I figured, why not make another surge device so I could have another type of flow for my raft right here, and I can utilize the drain. So as you can see, this one just turned on. You can see that this one already popped. So it just kind of does something a little bit better with my flow instead of wasting it. I would kind of like to add 2 more, one on each side, once I get these same buckets again. I have another one right there. I like them painted better. I think they look better. But I need to reconvert this one, or maybe set it up over here so I can take some of the drain, because there was a time I had to bog this down a little bit because it was actually sometimes overflowing right there. So, but all in all, it does really good. I came up with an idea too, guys, that I don't know if I'm going to do. You know, I have that other hot tub there, and that's the one that I'm going to build, and it's pretty much going to be, you know, my display tank that I have in my garage with windows in, you know, built into it with acrylic. Probably this area right here, if you can see how the bench goes out this way and stops here. This will probably be an entire acrylic window right here, and then this tank, you know, will be about this high off the ground with the lights above it and everything. Well, I came up with an idea that I can go and buy some buckets like this and buy maybe 15 or 20 of them. And basically inside the canopy that's going to be built for this thing, because it'll be all enclosed, I can have 21 buckets going around with basically half-inch hard line, you know, and then teed off for each bucket with its own ball valve, and so I can control the pressure, and then I can just simultaneously open up one at a time for 21 minutes or whatever, and they'll all be on that same cycle. And I bet you I can produce enough flow in the whole entire tank to not have any pumps in here. So just an idea, but I know I'm going to be, you know, eventually building, you know, the acrylic window and start turning that one into a display tank so I can see some freaking fish. But that's about all, guys. I just wanted to show you guys that. I thought that was kind of cool. It's just hanging here by some stainless steel wire on this cedar board right here, which is really good mold resistant wood. So well, guys, I found this to be pretty neat. Long story short, I know you guys caught the video where I was installing this algae scraper. I think it's been a little over a week, and I did a light seed on it. I just took a little bit of the remnants of the clean out on this scrubber and rubbed it on this screen right here. And look, guys, it is starting to grow. Neon green algae, which is the best. That means we got the best growth. Qualities figured out, as in hours lit, lighting and everything like that, but we'll see how it does. But I did have a lot of issues with this float using this chain. I don't recommend using the plastic chain. Fishing line works the best so it doesn't get caught in the flapper. So now that this thing's working, there was days where it was working half the day and then I'd have to go and fix it, you know, so it pretty much really messed with the algae growth on that screen, but you could really see it when the water drains. So maybe I should boost up some more light. But it's working, guys. Alright, guys. I have a pretty cool idea. This is my bedroom. I really want a tank in here, and I wanted to utilize this arm wall. We got rid of cable. I think it's a waste of money. I just use Netflix and surf the web for entertainment. But I've had this unit for quite a while, and I'm not real big watching TV in bed anymore. I'd rather have this open and be able to watch a tank with tons of fish instead of looking at a TV. It's just way cooler. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it. I was thinking about putting a 40 breeder here, and I was going to basically take all of these shelves, all these drawers off, and mount them all onto a nice piece of plywood, make it look like it's part of the arm wall, and then swing open and the sump and stuff be in there. And I was just like, I don't need to go through all that trouble. And I have this other shelf here that I can lower down to here. So I'm thinking about a 40 breeder. And then on this shelf, which will be down in here, there'll probably be a 20-gallon breeder or 20 long. And it'll be a sump and refugium and surge device for the whole tank right here. And I might be able to get away with running this whole tank on a small power head, no skimmer. So I'm basically going to try this out and see how it works, and it'll be a little experiment. I'm going to see if I can build a skimmerless 40-gallon breeder with a surge device for the tank, so it gets a lot of flow, and also the algae scrubber is going to receive oxygen and water because it'll be flood and drain, flood and drain. So hopefully it won't be too loud. I'm not exactly sure when I will do this, but it's definitely on my to-do list. And another cool thing too is I will be removing these doors. And as you remember, the 33-gallon long build is going to be a 4x4 desk, about this high off the ground, 3 bar stools or 4 bar stools in the front, if there's enough room, and basically big driftwood legs, and it's going to have this cabinet underneath, and I want to have an area that's cut out so the 20-gallon can show on that desk. And I'm going to use these doors on my sump build because they're double hinged, so I can be able to get the door all the way out of the way, which I think will be coming handy, and I won't need to basically keep this open anymore. I'll be able to keep it open all the time. So